when it comes, with warning and without any warning. The atomic bomb.
Dead. And now we can actually. Also, do me one favor, don't walk behind the horse. That just won't end well, probably.
You got an ID on you, anything like that? You say no? Hold on, let me turn up my ears because I think something's unbalanced.
You have to excuse me, I'm talking about highways, that's better?
That's a little bit better, yeah?
Yeah.
So you said you don't have ID.
No, ma'am.
What, you leave it at home thinking you weren't going to need it for the horse?
No, I don't own any.
Any reason why?
You've given the government my name. Seems pretty obvious, right?
I mean,
Don't
not
have a house,
really.
I don't pay bills, I don't have an ID. Seems pretty clear to me.
I don't know your
yeah.
life, so I didn't know all that information until you gave it to me, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Okay.
fair enough, but I'm just telling you, I don't carry ID. I don't believe in that kind of stuff, you know?
Okay, you don't have a library card, anything like that?
I've got a gun. But probably not what you're asking. No,
That's not a
I don't
library
have
card.
any form of state-issued ID or government-issued ID, unfortunately. Sheriff.
Okay, what's your name?
It's a bit personal, don't you think?
Well, you see, the thing is, right, you're kind of on a traffic stop right now. Also, I am so sorry. Oh, God.
That is my horse.
I am so sorry. He'll be fine.
Excuse me.
Muscle spasm. No, he's fine. He's actually fine.
He's fine. You want to put him out of our misery, you know what it's like.
Why don't you do me a favor and just go have a sit down by my car, okay? Beaverwood, are you even still in your head?
I'm looking up something real quick.
Alright, so why don't we have a walk over to the car, John Wayne? Okay, do you have anything besides the gun that's gonna poke me, stick me, hurt me?
Well, hunting knife in the backpack that I had.
B10642 myself, be right back. 293
Okay.
Then me, if you're a vegetarian, you probably won't want to look in there, but that's about it.
Okay, why don't you do me a favor, alright? Why don't you hand me that gun real quick while we're talking, okay?
I mean, sure.
Yeah, I just appreciate it, you know, if we're gonna be having a conversation, you know,
You go, man?
Thank you. Alright, so we got a few issues here. So, for one, you know, we got the issue of you just put out a horse who got gently slapped, and that's a little bit of an issue, but the slightly bigger issue is you got a horse riding down the highway with no horseshoes. You realize what that does to their feet?
Well, I'm sorry, man, but last time I looked it up, I don't know how to make horseshoes.
Okay, but you could purchase some.
With what money?
Well, you said you hunt. You got meat. You can sell it. I'm sure there's somebody out here in Toledo willing to buy.
I kill what I eat, and like I said, all the excess is in my bag here. I take it down to O'Neill's farm in Grapeseed, and he gives me some of that biofuel for my generator. I think he makes it out of his horses, but shit, you know what it's like. Frankly, I'm not sure I even need the generator, so... Listen, man,
And then
I can do for you, because I'm a busy man, and you
Well,
got days we get on with, and I don't even have a mode of transportation now, so...
that was kind of your own doing, but
You're the one who did it.
currently, Chief Beaverwood is running your information. Well, not running your information, but trying to figure out what to do here while he's over there out of his head. I'm just kind
Listen,
of.
man, you're the one who hit it, and you saw it was on the floor. Ain't nothing getting back up from that.
He fell over. He was gonna get back up. Just dust him off. He would have been fine. You didn't need to, end him right then and there. Now, if I had stabbed him in the leg, that would have been a different story.
Well, anyways, as I was saying, you know your boss, your sheriff lady?
My boss?
Yeah, your boss.
I don't have a boss bar the governor.
Well, damn. He must be a very different person. You don't have a boss?
No, I haven't. Well, my boss is the governor. That's about it.
You're the sheriff?
Indeed.
Since when?
Since May 4th, 2020.
Oh, damn. Last time I voted, it was just 2 old white men. Good on you. Good on you. Hey, listen. One of your deputies, she gave me that gun, and, I'd quite like to keep it, so...
I assume you don't have a CCW on you, yeah?
On me? No.
At all? Any sort?
I got American citizenship, does that count?
Unfortunately, no. The state of San Andreas kind of conflicts with the Second Amendment on that one. In that the state's rights are end where the federal government begins.
Damn. Oh, anyways, like I said, one of your deputies gave that to me, so, technically it's government property, so I'd appreciate it if I could have it back at some point.
Which deputy is that?
Oh, she never gave me her name. She was quite nice.
Was anything distinct about her? She have an accent in any sort?
Oh. She did try and take me to the DMV, though. That wasn't very nice of her. Nice
Sounds
car.
like she was trying to do you a favor.
She drives an
Because
Explorer,
then
like
you...
SUV kind of thing.
She have like a Hispanic accent, something like that?
It's entirely possible. I wasn't really looking. Just wanted my gun back, and she gave it back, and that was that. She did seem quite nice, though. Pretty lady. Type of woman who could be sheriff in 10 years' time.
But yeah, so... I think what the officer, or deputy rather, you're referring to is trying to do is probably get you a CCW so you wouldn't end up in this situation. Because
Well,
now
she
this
got
is
me
a little bit of a different issue, and that's something I'm going to have to look into. But for now, why don't you just go ahead and face the trunk for me, and then we'll figure this out. Alright?
I'm going to tell you not to look at people when you're talking to them. I mean, I can do this if you want, but...
What is it, 3? Alrighty, just don't move, alright?
Hang on, what's... Ah! The hell?
Alright, at this time you're being detained for animal cruelty on top of impeding traffic.
Animal
Alright?
cruelty?
As well as owning a gun without a registered firearms license.
That one will come clean too, yeah. Yeah.
So, before we go any further, right, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do can be used in a court of law. Right to an attorney can afford an attorney will be provided to you by the state, alright?
I have a question.
Shoot.
If I'm not a citizen of San Andreas, do those laws apply to me? Because
It's because you are in San Andreas. therefore you have
Yes,
to follow
even
the
if you
San
were a
Andreas
Canadian
laws.
passing through, it still would apply.
makes sense.
And then we'd have to
I mean,
ship
I'm
you
not
back
even
off from
living
whence
here.
you came.
I live here, so you know.
I
Makes
can't
sense.
fly over to Germany, buy myself a gun, and carry it openly and claim, well, I'm an American citizen, therefore the American laws apply, right? That doesn't work, so...
Yeah, but I was just wondering, do you have? It was a honest question. Don't gotta be all on it, Anyways, listen, I appreciate what you're doing here, but you can take these off now. I got what you're going for.
So, you said there's a knife in the back?
Yep. Hunting knife, it's legal. Oh, last time I
Alright.
checked it was, that may have been 2004, but it was legal in 2004, and that's when I bought it, so...
Alright, we're just gonna have a quick look through here and just, Oh, you weren't kidding about the meat. I've been sitting here for the past 30 minutes trying to figure out if this is just a really good cosplay or actually your bag. As in your cup of tea.
So, officer, you got any idea what this lady is talking about?
Pretty much got an idea what she's talking about, yeah.
Alright. Right. I mean, I understand what you guys are doing, and you can definitely take these off at this point.
Beaverwood, it's your stop. How far are you willing to work with him?
Gonna try and figure one thing out real quick, and,
Is there any difference between human or animal blood that you can see, smell, or, anything? Or would we have to
Nothing
get
yet.
that back to the lab
Yeah,
before it?
that we have to get that through to
Lady.
forensics.
I swear on my life that is deer blood and not only deer blood.
I know, but
Hunting
department
license?
policy.
I stopped killing people when I left the service. Besides, you're only gonna hunt out in Colino. Knife heads, they shoot back.
I mean, true.
Much easier to hunt deer.
What branch?
Oh, Marines.
Oh, Air Force.
Well, there you go. You probably saved my life for these months.
Oh,
Unfortunately.
you hunted deers, correct? So do you have a hunting license?
Officer, I have just...
If he doesn't have a CCW, I doubt it.
That I own neither a legal form of identification nor a weapons license. And you're going to ask me if I have a license to hunt.
Therefore,
You are
you are now also being charged with Title 66 in 2 hunting permits.
You might be the most optimistic man I've ever met.
Given you chances, you've been Mirandaized, you've said you've hunted deer, so...
I mean, I might have a hunting license, you're welcome to search me. But I ain't applied for one.
That's all I need.
Actually, I take that back, you're not welcome to search me.
Alright, let's get him in the back of the car. I mean, again, Beaverwood, this is your stop. How far you want to go with this is your call, but...
Well, we'll drive him down to the station, get some things figured out, and take it from there.
Alright, let me open the door for you.
293, can I have ×1, I guess, park
I'll be
ranger or
right
veterinarian
back
with
with you.
a transport
Yeah,
trailer
just
for horse. May as well have the horse taken care of in the process.
Yeah, probably a good idea considering you can't tow it. Oh god.
Did that thing just levitate?
The horse? Not on my eyeballs?
Wonderful. Just must be me.
It's probably coming back to haunt you because you shot it.
You punched it. Lady, I don't know why you're blaming me for this, but you need to work on your attitude.
I gently tapped it from a muscle spasm. You shot it in the head.
Well, you've injured it. So man says it's gotta be put down. But these beasts, they exist to serve us, and when they're no longer useful, we eat them. How it is?
Well, most people don't eat horse. Not quite sure on the legality of that, but most people don't.
Well, they really should. It's bloody tasty. Hi, have you seen a cow around here recently?
The only
Exactly.
time I eat horse is when I get a McRib.
I ain't exactly getting beef up in the lumber yard, am I? But I eat what I can get.
I don't know where you live.
Well, no, I live in the forest. But, you know, you see any wild cows in that forest? Because I haven't.
I don't know, but you seem to have things figured out, so I figured you would have found something other than horse meat.
It's pretty tasty. I mean, sometimes I eat the coyotes. That's probably worse, because that's dog meat.
I mean, yeah, but I'd probably eat that before I'd eat horse.
To each his own, I say. I mean, if I had a proper rifle or a shotgun, I could probably hunt birds. That might be a bit tastier. Damn, I miss my rifle. You know, you have any idea how hard it is to get a gun without a license around here?
I hope and pray very.
But this hick dude, he wanted cash, and I don't even think the gun he sold me works. I mean, you know, you saw me pull the trigger on that horse a couple times before it fired.
Where did you... So you said you got that gun from a deputy?
Well, no. The deputy took it off me and then gave it back to me. I had it before the deputy met me.
Okay, so a deputy didn't just straight up take out her patrol pistol and just give it to you.
No. Deputy took it out my holster because, you know, she's a deputy, she's worried about me having a gun, blah, blah, blah. And then when she let me go, she gave it back to me. Pretty nice of her, if you say so myself. Oh, she told me not to tell her boss. Wait. Oh, shit.
Well, good shit.
Alright, we didn't have this conversation yet.
I'm sorry, but my body cam's kind of running and I can't just delete footage.
Yeah, same over
Otherwise,
here.
the governor is going to be up my butt crack.
Yeah, well, yeah, for the record, I'm sorry, deputy. You definitely said don't tell your boss, and I just spent the last 5 minutes telling your boss.
Who are you talking to?
Presumably that deputy's gonna watch this body cam in court, I assume.
Well, we'll figure that out in a moment.
Nice place you got. It's new?
Relatively speaking. A few years old.
I ain't seen it before. Oh,
Come on, I'm just gonna guide you this way, and then when we get in the station, I'll let you loose a little bit, but... You know, it's...
Sure, these doors are locked behind us, given
Pretty
I can't
please.
physically lock them at the moment.
I look like I'm going anywhere, honey.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know you, so... I've had
One of your
weirder
deputies
or
does.
worse. I don't expect a
Please.
Marine to
I'll
run
grab
on
the
me,
door
but
here
I
for
don't
you.
expect a Marine to have a gun without a license, so... Today's chock full of surprises.
I said I don't believe in that government shit.
What made you join?
I
Yeah.
did when I was younger. No, I don't.
Alright, come to the bar so I can get those off you.
Look, the United States government is a piece of shit, and you're in the services, so you know that just as well as I do.
I mean,
The United States government kind of keeps the lights on in my home, so
Not in mine.
I don't necessarily, I don't have a beef with my local congressman. The president, I'll plead the fifth on.
Oh, have I given you guys any beef? I don't have any beef with you.
It's a expression, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, all I cared about was what my sergeant wanted and how quickly I could get out after I was done with my bid.
All I cared about was...
All I wanted was free college. That's all I wanted.
Let's move on. Hey, listen, if I'm staying here for a while, can I take my hat off? You guys got anywhere to hang it or something? I don't want to get sweaty.
you can take it off. But at the moment,
Cool.
we've got. Well, let's start by asking the question: what's your name? If you were in the Marines, then you're gonna be in the system somewhere.
Seth.
Again?
Seth?
Yeah, that's what you can call me. It's my name.
And your last name?
That's personal information.
It's not exactly, unless you want to catch yourself another charge for failure to identify.
Alright. It's, you ever read those stupid comic books, Sergeant America?
When I was little, yeah, maybe.
Do you remember the guy's name?
Oh, Steve Rogers.
No. Nah, and I got some shit for that.
Did you ever become a captain?
No.
Oh. That'd be about as beautiful as a colonel named Sanders.
I had a major once. And he was a good guy.
As long as you didn't have major pain.
No, just major.
I want to say there's an
once-
officer justice down in LS.
Of course there is. I once refused to let Major into a base because I thought he'd forged his ID. Because no idiot would be named that.
And I'm sure you got chewed out thoroughly.
I was well within regulations. Well, other than when he eventually showed me his ID and it wasn't forged, but hey.
Look, you probably know this, but guess who's got an expired weapons license?
So he has one, it's just
That's when
expired.
it's expired, yes.
I believe it expired in 2004.
Well, it won't really help your point. So,
It won't?
Deputy forward. Deputy sheriff. Same difference.
I mean, I'm not too picky.
Alrighty, what... I was kind of tensing at the moment. What was the deal with him and the horse?
I muscle spasmed the horse. He shot the horse in the head.
Awesome.
She wounded it.
You can't hear this, so hush.
Your conversation. I can't hear what you say.
What was I saying?
Let's go over here.
You know how the MDT gets in the way of your volume of your throat thing? So half the time I don't know how loud I'm talking. But, I've got to get that fixed. But, so yeah, so he did that, then I got him over to the car, put him in cuffs. Honestly, I'm surprised I didn't have the forethought to pull out my own service weapon when he pulled his. But yeah, so that's what went down with that.
Alrighty, Okay, well, I guess that's animal cruelty. We can get him on.
I mean, it's
Just
debatable.
gonna, yeah, I'm just gonna call the Rangers that picked him up. You said something about a case in Chicago where they had this?
Yeah, typically having a horse going down the highway without hooves is no bueno, but
Yeah.
I don't know what San Andreas law is about it.
I mean, the closest we could get is if it causes injury, then that's definite animal cruelty.
But really, I'm not trying to throw the book at,
Think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done.